have an Enzo problem. The problem of Chelsea right now is Enzo. The two Enzo, both Enzo Fernandez and Enzo Maresca. But the major problem is Enzo Maresca because he's the one that's the head. He's the one in charge of the squad. So the major problem is him. That is the problem of this club. Literally, is Enzo Maresca. The two Enzo. Tell me why. Why? I'm not even going to talk about anything about it. And I've been seeing this since day one, since Chelsea signed him. This is somebody that just graduated from coaching. He went to coach a small club for 1 year. Chelsea went to go and carry him. Why? He went to go and carry him. Why? He didn't even allow him to learn and go. He brought him to come and coach a top club. And he has come in. Since he has come, he has consistently shown that he is inexperienced. His selection is always wrong. His formation is confusing. Like everything about the managers. Though Chelsea have been managing to win games, but they are not winning those games convincingly. The only game that Chelsea won convincingly under Enzo Maresca is the Club World Cup final. The match against PSG. That's the only match that Chelsea played under Enzo Maresca that they actually played really well. They were outstanding. Since he took over, he has not played any outstanding match since. Every time Chelsea won the ball, they just won because the players, they are really good and talented. But his formation is confused. His player selection is confused. His role, his tactics is confused, man. Why? First of all, Enzo Fernandez has had a terrible season. Why? Because of Maresca. Because you are playing him in a position he's not supposed to play. Enzo Maresca has covered the highest distance by any Chelsea player ever. And he's one of the slowest Chelsea players on the pitch. How did he manage to do that? That's because you are playing him to be running up and down, which is not supposed to. You are playing him as a box-to-box midfielder. He's not a box-to-box midfielder. He's a deep-lying playmaker. So why are you playing him as a box-to-box midfielder? You are draining him. You are draining him. That is why Caicedo is always isolated alone in the midfield, and you have to come and carry his jeans to come and play a double 4, a double 6 with Caicedo. Why? Rich James is not supposed to be in the midfield. He's good enough to be in the midfield, yes, but his position is not in the midfield. He's one of those right back that has the best ball delivery in the entire world. His ball delivery into the box is one of the best, if not number one. I cannot name any other person that can deliver a pass from the wing or a cross from the wing better than Rich James. I cannot think of any person. The only person in mind is Alexander-Arnold. I cannot think. And you are playing that kind of person in the midfield when the team is lacking creativity. It is very bad. And coming to the Manchester United game, how did Chelsea manage to lose to a team that is so trash like Manchester? I don't even understand how Chelsea lost this game. When we collected the red card, I was on zero panic. I still believe Chelsea were going to flog Manchester United. But when Enzo Maresca started making the substitution immediately, it just proved to me again that it's gone. Like, it's literally gone. Your keeper collected the red card in the 4th minute out of 90. 4th minute. You remove an attacker and put another keeper. Fair enough. Immediately, that same minute, you remove 2 of your attackers to put in defender. Match is just starting. The match is just starting, for God's sake. You still have 80 something minutes to play, like 85 minutes plus extra time to play. You are removing all of your wingers and all your attackers from the match. How do you expect to score goal? How do you expect to score? How do you want to score? How? What's the magic you want to do? Then you have players like Garnacho and Gittins on the bench. They stayed there on the bench when the team was looking for a goal. Even when they come back to remove one more goal to score 2-1, you still didn't bring in attackers for them. You have Garnacho, a player that they bought over 50 million. Gittins over 50 million. That's more than 100 million. As wingers, they are on the bench and the team is in need of a goal. You didn't put them. You are putting defenders. In fact, you actually brought in defender to play wing rather than an actual winger. Like this squad, the only issue that is wrong with the only problem that Chelsea have in this squad is defense. Just maybe one experienced defender. But even if that defender comes, Chelsea will still have issue. If Enzo Maresca is the coach, he is not good enough to coach Chelsea. In his last 20 games, he has won 15 games. Yes, he has. But the way he has managed to win those games are not convincing enough. He's not good enough. I cannot lose to Manchester United. Manchester United is shit. Look at what they played today with red card for Chelsea. Look at what they cannot even beat Chelsea with red card. Look at Chelsea almost came back to even win the game on their head, but because there was no attacker to do anything, you are playing 6 defenders. 6. You have 6 natural defenders on the pitch playing at the same time. How come? Why are you always putting Rich James in the midfield? Rich James is not a midfielder. He's great at holding position and you want to manage him, and he's not that person. He plays his best at the right back. Look at what he did today at the right back position. If Chelsea had any attackers on that pitch today, from those his crosses, they would have scored. Look at the mighty dead ball he was delivering into the box. And you have that kind of player in your squad, you play him on the midfield, and you don't need him. Because you are carrying Enzo Fernandez that's supposed to be in the midfield, you are carrying him to be playing everywhere on the pitch. Why? He's a deep line playmaker. He's supposed to sit down and dictate the tempo of the game. He's supposed to sit down and be spraying the passes. He can do all that. But you turn him to a player that is not. He cannot even play proper passes. He has been on terrible forms since the season begin. He cannot play normal pass again. Through balls he cannot play because you've just absolutely destroyed. You've dismantled the entire team. The team is looking for a goal. You have Garnacho, Gittins. You brought in Tyrick George to come and do what? You brought in Gusto, another defender. For what? What happened to Gittins? What happened to Garnacho? You remove Estavo, you remove Neto. Oh. I think Leicester City fans were so happy. They're so happy when Chelsea came in and took this man from them. Because sometimes when I just look at his football, he's a smart coach, I understand, but I don't know, maybe he overthinks a lot. How can you be so freaked out? You are coaching, look at, you are coaching Chelsea. Look at this. In case you know, you are the world champion. You are coaching a big club as Chelsea. You are playing in a big match against Manchester United. You collected red card in the first 4 minutes. As a big club and as a big coach that you are, why will you show that level of fear? Why will you show that kind of level of fear in you? That's you are so afraid to the extent that you remove all of your attackers and put in defender because of one red card when the match is just starting. 4 minutes into the match, you have 85 minutes left to play. You remove all your. How do you expect? So that means you've given up on the match already. At 4 minutes, you've given up. At minute 4, you've given up. Why would you show that level of inexperience out there on live TV? That is so bad. This Chelsea have come back from a 2 goals down with red card to win a Champions League knockout game against Barcelona. Imagine you were the manager there. That means the hopes of winning that game is gone. Why will you remove your best attackers? You didn't leave Estavo on, you didn't leave Neto on. I understood you saw one attacker for the keeper to be brought in, but at least you have left one more attacker on. Palmer got injured, you brought in Santos. Why don't you just remove one of your defenders and put in attackers? You brought in Tyrick George to come and do what? What has Tyrick George proven to you? You have wingers that you bought with over 100 million. You kept them on the bench in a big match like this. Chelsea, I just pray like this. See this bad form. We've lost to Bayern. Now we've lost to Manchester United. A very terrible club. I don't even understand how they won this game. I just pray we lose our next match and lose the next one after that and lose the next one after that next one. Because I want Enzo Maresca to just go. I want him to go. I swear to God, I want him to go. He's not good enough to manage this club. The team is so talented. Why are you confusing them with useless? Why is Reece James in the midfield? That's the fucking best left back in the world. Why are you playing him in the midfield? Look at Gianpetro Sofni. You have Delap. Nobody good. Delap will play an entire match. No one single service to him. Man.